of all, I'd like to thank every person that came out and spoke tonight. Every person that sent an email, every single person that called me personally on the phone. I spent a lot of time over the last couple of days taking phone calls from people in our community, residents. So I have to say that we're very lucky that we have so many non-citizens involved in our community. And the simple fact that they sent emails and they made phone calls and they reached out to us as council members show that they have a voice in our community. Because there's not one single person sitting up here today that would turn them down or even bother to ask if they are a member of the non-voting community. This issue is a very, very important issue. So much so that we're about to make a change to our charter amendment. And I think this is something that we have to we cannot take lightly. We cannot make it through some quick, fast, and hurried decision. I will not be supporting the motion tonight for a ton of reasons, but one, we as a council have fumbled this issue. And when I say that, I mean we have fumbled it in ways of using terminology that has created hate in our community. We had the opportunity to take the word non-citizen out and use resident, and we didn't do that. We started this as this discussion item in June as a discussion item. And after only 20 minutes of discussion between this body, we took it to a charter amendment. That's not fair to the people of College Park. The devil actually is really, so, you know, we've heard a lot from people saying there's nothing left to study regarding voting rights of non-citizens. The issue has been before the council for several months with 2 public hearings, various work session discussions, and months of time of submission of comments and dialogue with council members. So let's clear that up. I've asked our city clerk to pull the numbers for how much discussion was actually had on this actual item over the last 5 sessions that we discussed it. It turned out to be 149 minutes. But let me break that 149 minutes down to you. First of all, let's take away the 56 minutes of public hearing because that's not discussion between the board or between this council. Then I'm going to take away the 53 minutes of discussion of policy and procedure. Then I'm going to take away the 15 minutes of discussion that we had just to remove the item from the agenda last month. That brings us down to under 30 minutes of possible, and that's being generous. That's 30 minutes of debate between this board to make a motion of this type. We're failing the people of College Park by not being truthful and being really discussing this issue in public as a council. So I will not be supporting this issue. The next thing I will say is I'm the one that came up with the Voting Rights Commission. And let me tell you why I did that.
Today, your 3 minutes has been up for quite a while.
I'm going to finish. So I'm going to tell you why I did that. Because so many times when issues like this come up and we want to shut it down, we do not make offers to try and fix the issue, change the issue, or bring a different way of doing things. And by bringing in all people of our community and appointing people to that commission and allowing them the opportunity to be charged with the issues that we wanted to review would be a very, very inclusive way to discuss this problem. The commission would not be making the decision. That decision belongs to the council and the board. So I hear what people are saying, and I will step back from that, and I will just leave it at that for right now.
Thank you. Ms. Cook.
Yes, I want to thank